Hello, everyone. Awaiting my co-host, Madam Jackie. Welcome, Madam Jackie.
Hello, Miss Diane. Welcome to you too.
Good
Thank
to
you.
see you.
Good to see you as well.
Let me turn up my volume a little bit.
Okay.
I can't hear. Yes. So we are live, Jackie, and guys, let me see if anybody's on, not at the moment. Gonna get this show going. And as usual, if you're not able to catch us live, you'll catch us on the replay in your own time. Jackie, for us, our country, Jamaica, they're
Yes.
experiencing, they're under pressure, serious tension, and I just want to send my prayers out to my
Yes,
fellow
to all our loved
Jamaicans.
ones.
Yeah, and I am connected because Jackie, whilst I'm living in Ghana, I'm a citizen of Ghana now, holding dual citizenship. I have commitments in Jamaica,
Right.
life
Yeah.
commitments. There are persons there that I care deeply about. So I am up and up as to all that's going on in our country that is of
Yes.
relevance
Yes.
to
It's a
persons
serious
like myself.
situation.
Yes. And so, guys, if wherever you are, if you're not aware, the island of Jamaica is well positioned. It has been reported to feel devastating onslaught, pressure from Hurricane Melissa. The system
Yeah.
has now been upgraded
Cat
for a couple
5.
of hours well as a category 4, moving on to a category 5. I
Yeah.
spoke to a dear friend of mine a couple of hours ago. In fact, when I called her, it was a little after 4 a.m. Jamaica time because my imagination is of such. And it's almost, I see myself being in Jamaica. So I know at that time I would not be sleeping. I'll be trying to prepare everything as much as I can. And so when I called her, she was awake, pretty much the same. And what she shared with me is that the reports have suggested that Hurricane Melissa will land
Mm.
and the brunt is going to be felt during the night. And I have lived long enough, the majority of my adult life has
Uh-huh.
been lived in Jamaica, Jackie. It's just 7 years
Yes.
that I lived outside of Jamaica, and I did so in London, England. And so
Yeah.
I have lived through
Yeah.
my fair share of storms, hurricane. I was young, a teenager, when Hurricane Gilbert,
Uh-huh.
category 5. So I remember that. So right now, guys, we're praying for you. And there are prayer
Yes.
warriors globally. But at this point, I'm saying most of you are just waiting. I can feel the anxiety during this time. But I say hold tight, be
Yeah.
strong, watch,
Yes.
keep your eyes out. And if there are any single persons that live on their own, whether male or
Yes.
female,
Go
if
to
you have a
family.
good friend and you can probably go over to their place and crash, I will suggest you do that because,
Yeah, because
Jackie,
there's comfort in numbers.
one of the most frightening things is sitting through a storm
Alone.
hurricane that is passing through the night. I remember there was one. Can't remember which one it was. And another girlfriend of mine, she was on her own. And this one passed through the night. And we were on our cell phones trying to keep, and it's like we were just trying to encourage each other because we're frightened. So, guys, again, we feel it, we're thinking of you, and we're hoping for the best. And one thing I would say about Jamaicans, Jackie,
Yeah.
Because it's a 3.5 years I'm living in Ghana. We are resilient. We are resilient. And
Very
so,
resilient. Very.
yes, right? And so,
Yes.
guys, hold tight. Hold tight.
Yes,
Be
from
as safe
me,
as you can.
prayers to all the families, and we're going to get through this. And after, I'm sure we will all band together and do what we have to do to get our country back together. So my prayers are definitely owed to all of those. I have family throughout the country myself, and I'm just praying that they're hunkered down and doing what the government tell them to do and what is best for their safety. Material things come and go, but your life cannot be replaced. So for all of you out there, leave the material things behind. Please take shelter and just hunker down. And my prayers are definitely out to you guys.
Well said, Jackie. I think that's a big point there. Because we
Yes.
have some of our folks, and I'm not going to call out the areas, but we know the areas and certain regions where they don't want to leave,
Yes.
and because
Yes.
by the grace of God, I mean sometimes but you never know. And for this one, as Jackie said,
Yeah.
please. All right. So, guys, what I'm going to talk to you on. And lastly, I will be calling, guys, who know me. I'll be calling you. Ghana is 5 hours ahead of Jamaica. So I'll be calling you later on. All right, which will probably be nightfall in Ghana, which will be evening time to 1 or 2. And so, again, Jackie and I prayers. Hold tight.
Yeah.
Guys, what we're going to bring into you today, and Jackie and I, we know this real. There are persons who want to come to Ghana and they say, boy, when they look at the dollars and cents
Hmm.
and they see some stuff out there, it doesn't look like it's going to be, they'll be able to cross it. So, guys, what I'm going to talk about and outline 1 or 2 things. And again, for those persons, so it's not about moving to Ghana, or doing any type of investment or wanting to
Right.
live half of the year here or wherever. It's for persons who looking, yes, I would like to come to Africa. Yes, I would love to start with Ghana and it's for a vacation, but the cost. And so what we have is once in a lifetime budget friendly vacation. 3,000 US dollars single occupancy, 3,500 US dollars double occupancy.
That's
Those
that's a
prices
wonderful
quoted,
deal.
those prices quoted, they are
Yes.
excluding your airfare. Now,
Mm.
guys, in traveling to Ghana, we're looking at low season, off peak. And in those months, you're talking in February, March, and heading into
Yes.
September. So I am putting a tour together for March 2026. Listen to me now. March 2026. November around the corner. So you're talking November, December, January, February. 4 months to
Hmm.
put your coins together. Look at the airfare because it's off season. You'll get the best deal during that time. And you're
Absolutely.
coming to Ghana anywhere between 7 to 10 days. Diane
Hmm.
S. Once in a lifetime budget friendly trip will take you on a tour covering minimum 4 regions: Accra,
Mm-hmm.
Cape Coast,
Central region.
Kumasi, the Eastern region, and some other little knickknacks. It will
Yes.
entail overnighting in the Central region, Cape Coast,
Yes.
overnighting in Kumasi.
In Kumasi.
It will encompass
Overnight. Greater
historical
Accra region.
sites, and Accra and Greater Accra. It will encompass historic sites. You're not missing out on anything. Nightlife in Ghana, taking you to places and spaces that will be reminiscent of life in Jamaica if you grew up in rural Jamaica. And we will take you through city
City
that
life.
you'll say, is this two separate worlds?
Yeah.
Between 7 to 10 days, you
10 days.
are going to experience diversity of Ghana. Oftentimes, Jackie, we have persons that come and, they're only tuned into one thing and they may, oh, I didn't know. We are ensuring
Uh-huh.
that you get a little bit of Ghana.
Of everything. Yeah.
Yes. So
Yes, and
when you
you'll
return,
definitely go back with a memorable experience. That's what we want. We want to
memorable,
make it a memorable
memorable.
experience where you say, boy, that time I went to Ghana, oh my gosh, I
Yes.
fully enjoyed myself. I feel like I was immersed into the culture and like you'll get it all. You'll get it all.
That is what we're offering for between 7 to 10 days, right? The price is quoted, excluding your airfare. And this is standard, hence a budget friendly. So it will be anywhere from 3 to 4 star hotels that you'll be
Mm-hmm.
staying.
Yes.
And the must-haves will be available at where we are choosing
Yes.
because it's very
Yes,
important.
and you know how we do our thing, Diane. We make sure everywhere is clean and suitable, and just wonderful, good food, good time. So it's definitely going to be a fantastic time.
Jackie, I look at the details. And sometimes when persons will say, oh, this is no, we're not, this is there is a mix of everything right here at
Yes,
destination
absolutely.
Ghana,
Yes.
right? And that is what we want to cover. And what I want to share also is that you do have persons, whether retiree, we are talking over the age of 70, 80 plus. And I tell you guys, last year, I was at a particular hotel and went to make a site visit. And I met a lady and I was very impressed. And in the dialogue, Jackie, the exchange, she said to
Mhm.
me, I think she was like 8 years old, looked good, in America. And she said, this is my first time coming to Ghana. And I
Mhm.
came on my own. I was like, what? And she said, yes. I said, you alone came? She says, oh, yes. So she was staying at the particular hotel. And she
Mhm.
actually booked an Uber and I was waiting for Uber to take her out on a boat. So I
Mhm.
said, wow. And, she's proud of her age. And I said, that is commendable, amazing. Couple months, couple months after that, one of my Uber rides driver called me that I use regularly. And he said to me, Madam Diane, I have a passenger that she came into Ghana and called, and she said to me that
Mhm.
she went to Kumasi and mentioned where you
Mhm.
normally stay in Kumasi. And he said to her, oh, I know a madam that I take her is a Jamaican, whatever. She says, and he said to her, oh, she has a channel. And she said, could I speak to
Uh-huh.
her? And he called
Uh-huh.
me and I spoke to the lady. It was
Oh,
an
nice.
Asian lady, an Asian
Uh-huh.
lady. Jackie, she was in her late 70s,
Wow.
arrived in Ghana on her own. And I was trying to see if I could connect with her. but the timing was up because she was flying out like 2 days after.
Uh-huh.
So I said to her, I will see you when you come to Ghana again. And she said, it's one of those trips. I'm not coming this side again. So that is where, when I think
Okay.
of those two ladies, right? They're older
Yeah.
than you and I, Jackie. And I
Oh
said
yeah.
to myself, there are persons who it will be once in a lifetime in their travel. It's like,
Exactly.
let me go to Africa and I'm going to go to Ghana. So this tour
Yeah.
that I'm trying to put together, guys, wherever you are, regardless of your age, right?
You can do it.
You're
You
not,
don't have to
you're not
wait.
over.
You're going to
You don't,
wait for what? Do it now. If
if you
not
don't
now,
have
when?
anybody, if you don't have anybody to come with, your friend may say, yes, 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 yes. And then they back out. Diane S
Yeah.
tour in March 2026 is also for those persons who, whether they were run their like a partner or when they like a saving thing, they know they can get their funds together, but they can't find anybody to come with them and they're nervous. I am here. I am here for you. This tour, it's minimum 4 persons, maximum 10. So once we get 4 persons, we're going to rock and roll. So I'm
That's
going
it.
to get a
Exactly.
flyer done. I'm in a process getting a flyer done, and then that's going to be uploaded because then you'll see when the deposit needs to be paid, the time the deposit needs to be paid, and when the balance needs to be paid. Because guys, there are things that we have to
Sure.
factor in when we book the hotels for each region.
Right.
Only
And the
that.
time is short as well.
Well, it's short is relative because when I look at my friends that came in and we started that I hosted, Jackie and friends, and the group was
Uh-huh.
minimum 4 of them that came in. They arrived in September and it was July. My friend Jackie said, Diane, I want
Yeah.
to do Ghana for my birthday. So, you can get there. It is sufficient time that we're looking at. And
Right.
because it's March
Right.
2026, you're looking at off season where the fare will drop a little bit, right? I hope you guys
Right.
looking out
Exactly.
there. It's so
Exactly.
exciting. Jackie, could we pause a little bit and could you help me out? I see we have some persons on the live. We have some persons
Yes, we
coming.
have 5 people on the live right now. And
What is said in there? You have on your glasses. You know the usual with me and the glasses. Mhm.
I must. um,
Come.
there was one comment from Studios L NCABU. They're just saying hello. Hi, Studio L. Hope you're still in here. And then we have yeah, that's it. We only have one comment on the live. 3 likes, and currently there's people coming in and out, 1 to 3 to 5 to 6. So welcome to anybody on the live. If you just joined, welcome. If you've been here for a few minutes, welcome. Thank you so much for joining. Back
Thank
to
you,
you,
guys.
Diane.
Thank you. Now, guys, Jackie is gonna talk to us on the mistakes that's oftentimes made in moving to Ghana. Jackie, open that up for me now. Please run with that with us. Now, please.
Hold on, Diane. Hold on 1 second. Oh, gosh, my internet. Hold on, my internet is acting up. I wasn't hearing. I'm sorry. Repeat what you said, Diane. I wasn't hearing what you were saying.
Guys, and Jackie's gonna bring us on the mistakes that is often made when moving to Ghana. Could you open that up for me, please?
Okay. Yes, sorry, my internet had cut out for a moment. Well, yes, guys. I wanted to come on here today because I want to help everybody to not make a lot of the mistakes that many people make in coming to Ghana. I want to help you to save money. So some of the mistakes that I find that people make is just bringing a lot of unnecessary things when you come to Ghana. You're coming into a different environment. You also have to remember that you're coming into a place where, um, please remember that in the US we use like 110 plugs, and in Ghana you're going to use a 220 plug. And so a lot of your electronic items, especially your kitchen appliances, and this is for those who are moving, obviously. I've burned up quite a few pieces of appliances, expensive appliances, because I just didn't know. And so to me, you know, I've been in the finance industry for some many years, and I don't like to waste money, and I don't like to see people waste money. So I'm giving you guys some hints on how to not waste money. Just about everything that you need, you can get here in Ghana if you're moving here to Ghana. But again, that's a personal choice that people have to make. Also, another thing is clothing. You know, we like our things, we love our clothes, and some of us live in climates that change a lot. You know, you have the different seasons. Please leave behind majority of your winter clothes. Leave behind your winter clothes. You will not require those things when you are coming here to Ghana. And you will find that you use a whole lot less. Do you agree, Diane? I mean, I know you came straight from
Absolutely.
Jamaica, so
Well, I mean,
chances are you had, more clothes that are climate friendly, to Ghana. But for me, I bought a ton of stuff that I've never worn since I've gotten here. You will find yourself in flip flops most days, unless you're going out to an event or something where you require, to be more formal. But a lot of people do that. What are your thoughts on that, Diane?
what my thoughts are, again, I'm going to say it's going to be a personal decision because there are persons
Hmm.
out there that they are married to their stuff. So once
Yes,
you're doing
yes.
your one-to-one, if you connect with somebody that reaches out to you, and in your consultation
Uh-huh.
you offer them that, as long as
Yes.
you share it, never let it be said you did not know.
Hmm.
But no matter what you say, the
There.
stuff, right,
Yes.
is close up.
Yes.
It is so
Uh-huh.
close to them that they will
I
not
know. I
separate
know.
from it.
We're
Or
very
they'll
married
find
to
it
our
every,
things.
whether it's a reason or an excuse. I think you leave it to them, Jackie. I think one of the most important things is that you
Uh-huh.
will outline what the cost is. And you covered some things we
Yes.
did in shipping. Okay, because there's so
Exactly.
much and so more you can take with you on an aircraft. And it will therefore
Yes.
mean that you'll be looking at shipping. So as one of the things I say, Jackie, from you tell that person what the cost is. And guys, let me say this to you.
They will
If
change.
shipping from your end says what you're shipping will cost 3,000 US dollars, for
You have to
argument's
weigh the
sake,
cost.
I would say what you're going to do is say when it comes to Ghana, it's going to cost
Mm.
me two and
Another two and a
two
half
times
times.
more. Right? So
Right.
it may cost me 6,000 to clear everything or 6,005. If when you land and you're going through the shipping process, if it ends up costing you less, you say yes, you see.
Yes.
But
But it costs.
never, because we have that where you come and can't clear your stuff. So the answer to your question, short, Jackie, once you tell them what it is and they still want to
Yes.
ship, then you have done
That right.
what you need to. Yeah, you have
Exactly.
done your part.
Yes, exactly.
Mhm.
And to build back on what you were saying in regards to the shipping, I mean, I don't think we had gotten too far into the expense of that, but you're correct. I mean, if you're going to ship, let's hypothetically say you're shipping a container in the US, and you're buying your container. This is on a buy basis. You're paying about 2,000 to 2,500 just for the a 40-foot container we're talking about. Then you're gonna pay about 5,000 US dollars to ship it. And so and that's not to mention the transportation, all of these other small incidental charges. And once it gets to Ghana, you're looking at another $8,000 container from off the port. So yes, in coming to Ghana, I see a lot of people send some things that are valued way less than the cost of shipping the container. But again, it's a personal choice. If you can afford to do so, then by all means, go ahead and do so. But just know that some of those things may be rendered useless to you once they actually get here. And just because of the difference in the voltage and the climate, I had a talk with one of our mutual friends, Diane, and she told me that she had shipped a leather couch. And when it got here, because of the climate, mold everywhere. You'll have to reupholster it. And the money you could have used it to buy a new couch. Honestly. And then, we don't want it to say, oh, Ghana is expensive. You really could have saved some money by just not shipping that couch, and just getting a very nice one here, of your choices. There are many wonderful stores here with absolutely beautiful things. I'm always going to big up Ghana. But sometimes when you don't know, you don't know. Diane, you and I have been many, many places, in Accra. And unfortunately, for much of the more, let's say, higher end things that you may be more accustomed to coming from the west, you have to come to Accra. So if you're settling in central region or eastern region, or think, oh, this is not available. No, it's here. It's 100% here, for you, as long as you have your money to purchase it. You may find similar things in Kumasi as well. Then you probably spent a little more time in Kumasi than I have, so you can attest to that. But I have seen, a lot of people send a lot of very needless things, and I will include myself in that, just because I didn't know. I honestly didn't know. These are things that I felt like I neglected to check fully before deciding to make the move. You just don't know. So that's my thing in regards to that. Um, Another thing.
One point on that, Jackie, before you move on to go to the next one.
Mhm,
I live by this saying, to thine own self be true.
yes. Mm-hmm.
And it's not about thyness, because my lifestyle is a minimalistic one. Yes?
Mm-hmm.
That's
Right.
my lifestyle. That's my liberty. Right? I'm a
Yes.
minimalist. Yes? What I'm going to say is simply this. And I remember earlier when I did my, put out my channel, and one of the blogs I had, probably in 2022,
Uh-huh.
because I own self be true. And you cannot come with a bag juice bank account
Yes.
and you are expecting
Exactly. Well, we say you have
you
champagne
are you
taste
have
on a
a
beer
bag
budget.
juice. You have a bag juice bank account and you're expecting. This is Ghana.
Yes.
It is not the West, in particular USA, where you can get some good things for $1 and the whole
Yeah.
9 yards. So we are
Right.
simply saying to you, Jackie, again, you must know what your pocket is. It's not Diane or Jackie that's going to
Exactly.
dictate, but you're going to
Yeah.
know what our role is, what our duty is when we are
Yes.
being of service to you, is to outline the real, which is how it is here. And as
Yes.
what Jackie pointed out, I would suggest do you really. But at the end of the day, if you can afford it, go right. But
Exactly. Go
Jackie,
right ahead.
what
Yes.
is a little bit
I want to
challenging?
respond to a comment. I want to respond to a comment here,
Okay.
from uh, Rashmella. Hi, Rashmella. Welcome to the live. Rashmella asks, she has good advice. What about barrels? Do you recommend them? I absolutely recommend them. Um,
Yes. Yes.
because in fact, I advised somebody recently. I said, unless you're wanting to ship furniture or very large items, it is way more cost effective for you to send 10 barrels, because your barrel is basically ship and clear. You don't have to worry about anything, the port, and all these other things. You ship pack, your things. I advised her pack your knife and fork, spoon, and those things on a daily basis. Certain foods may, but I'll touch on that next. And then ship those barrels and be done with it because the barrels are multi-use. You can also resell them when you get here. People want to be buying those blue barrels all the time. So we're thinking in the most cost-effective way where you can get a lot of your things. You can put things down in the barrel, and a barrel typically costs, I don't know, anywhere between 200 and 300, maybe 350 to ship per barrel. That is far less than paying 15 to 20,000 to ship a container. It's you can use that additional monies to just you can furnish a whole house here for the difference in that. So ship your 10 barrels and use the rest of the money to come and buy your nice, beautiful appliances and furniture, and that will work well here. That will work well. you know.
What I want to touch on too, guys, and I think I don't know how palatable what I'm going to say now is going to come across, but this is life in Ghana, real talk.
Yeah.
You will know what category you fall under. We have
Mm-hmm.
persons like myself who are coming from directly from the Caribbean to Ghana.
Right.
Myself, Jamaica. Then you have diasporas, let me say diasporas, yeah? That
Mm-hmm.
they're coming from the West, whichever country in the West, whether Canada, UK, or USA.
Mm-hmm.
You also have those persons who are resident of the country that they were coming from in the West,
Mm-hmm.
whether green card holder or citizens, where they can return
Right.
and earn some coins and come back if they really like Ghana and funds
Mm-hmm.
run out. Then you may have some, for whatever reason we don't know, that they come here. This is it. One of the things I would like to say right now, and we have this kind of thing that where I know your dream. It's your dream, right?
Yeah.
That you want, it's your dream, and you want to come
Mm-hmm.
to Africa and you want to come to Ghana. And the
Yeah.
dream with that is I want my house, right? I want my house, build my
Yeah.
house. What I'm gonna say to you, when you're outside, sometimes you make connections. Come, come, come. And
Yeah.
sometimes that come, come, come. You really think you have a support group. We have to
Yes.
define what support means. We have to
Right.
define what you think support means. Because what I think support means, and what Jackie thinks support means, it may be two different
It's
things
two
of what
different
is
things.
actually
Right.
coming in. So,
Exactly. Our
so
vision is
you have
different.
you have purchased land and you want to build, and you're coming here. For whatever reason, you don't want to go back to the West and earn the foreign exchange to do it in stages. And so whatever monies you accumulated, you land and full-fledged building. I'm going to say this to you. When you do that rash thing with some money that you come,
Yes.
and you had some lovely ideas, business to start or whatever, no matter how unique it may be, because opportunity is there, it don't pan out the way. It don't happen in 3, 4, 5, 6 months. You
Right.
start
No, it
building,
don't. It doesn't.
the funds that you have returned, you have exhausted it.
Mm.
Whatever you're
Yes.
building halfway, probably don't finish, and you have tied up everything that you brought here. Where is the support?
Exactly.
I am saying to you, there is no job that is guaranteed to you when you come here that
No.
you did not
Absolutely
arrange
not.
before and have a contract. Number one. Number two, no matter how nice persons may be, there that you
Mm.
have met from the diaspora, and that means in
Yeah.
words, they don't operate
Say
an
it, Diane.
open house. They don't operate an open house. where if you get in the
Exactly, Diane.
challenge, they can say, come move in, and at least you can eat a food onto the table. What
Come here for their peace.
I think you get an idea. Hold on, Jackie. I think you get an idea of what I'm saying to you guys. So what is the option? I am saying when you come, you know the amount of money that you have. A good house there's no cheap good house without serious consequences. Get that, number
Right.
one. I am saying the region that you want to choose, get a rental.
I
Get a
agree.
rental.
And
Pay up your
and live
rental.
for
Pay up your rental for 1 year. And in that 1 year, you're
yes.
feeling out that whatever idea
Yes.
you have, because you are one of those persons where you're looking at a business opportunity because you say you're talented, you have the skill. So you want to be able to earn some
Right.
CD, right? And you know your pocket. So you give yourself some time to try to get that off the road. Number one, when you come to Ghana, while Ghana is not deporting anybody, you cannot come here on your visitor's visa and extend it over and over. After a year,
Right.
GIS, Ghana, to know what is your position. You're staying or not. So you're extending your stay based on how long they are in your passport.
Right. And
It's
based on what?
not
Like, why are you here?
that can go for 2, 3, 4 years. So you have to also look at regularizing yourself if it is you're choosing to
Yeah.
live here. So the funds that you have carried, if it's not sufficient money into Ghana,
Absolutely.
Rome is not built
I
in a day.
agree.
You can't take your time. What is important is that your business not all
Yes.
around. I'm going
Talk
to
it.
talk the things because we are a small community.
Very, very
We are a
small.
small
Everyone
community.
knows everyone.
And pride is important because it down today, but it don't mean you're
Right.
out. And your business must not be circulating around
Right. It's
about.
true.
So I'm going to tell you if you're not here yet and you're coming. Do not tie up because if it is, you can take a plane and run out like our goodly friend,
Right.
Lorraine, and do our thing in stages. I am saying to you, it don't matter who you connect with and talk on the phone and you
Yes.
talk about you have a brand new Jamaican sister and
No.
a brand new
No.
Jamaican brother. I am
No.
telling you, do not. And it is not a Ghana fault. You got lost in the dream. And there may be others that
Yes.
building their house and you don't know how they're getting the money and you don't know that anytime they may can run and take a flash
Exactly. Don't be in a
and
rush.
earn. So I say to
Absolutely
you,
correct.
there are many here, you get a rental. There are people renting wherever and starting business. Because
Yes.
if you're looking at business
Yes.
opportunity, that is operating cost. I am here in Ghana for
Exactly.
over 3.5 years, right? And I'm just able to get my business up, all aboard consultancy services. It is not a 1, 2, 3. You do more talking than
Exactly. It's
conversion.
not.
So therefore, you have to keep it real. And I do not want,
Yes.
whether it is a female coming with children or our men, you don't want
Yeah.
that level of embarrassment where your business is out at
No.
bar corner and roadside. Because oftentimes the
Yes.
very same ones are saying, come, 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 come. We are here for you. We are
Yes.
here to
Come,
support
come
you.
on.
You
Everything
have
are all
this
right. Everything
WhatsApp
will go all
group. You
right.
have that
Yeah.
WhatsApp group. You need to understand and make sure say your support, your definition of support is the same as their definition of support. But I'm Jackie, take
Yes.
it over from me. I think I beat
It's
that.
true.
I beat that wrong. Continue, my dear.
Yes, yes, and I'm glad that you said it. Yeah, people, you have to give yourself time to acclimate to. This is a whole new environment. You're on a whole new continent. Like everything is not going to go exactly as you have planned it in your mind. And when you come, a lot of us come from other places, and we are tribal, so we tend to gravitate towards those that come from where we come from. But you will find that and I'll say this, and I'll be bold. They're not your friends, they're your associates. These are people you are associating with. They are not your friends, and so don't come with any expectations of anyone. I say it boldly. Do not come with any expectation at
Yes.
all. Come and think I'm on my own. If you get some help, if you and somebody connect, spiritually, energetically, absolutely wonderful. But these are not your friends. And if it's people who have been here for some time, they've settled into their life here in Ghana already. And they will give you a helping hand. They'll give you some pointers or so on. However, come with that mindset. Have zero expectations and allow things to kind of happen organically. Get to know the people, the culture, the habits, your likes, your dislikes before go head first. It's not for the faint at heart. I'm telling you,
Yes.
you know,
Yes.
Ghana is not for the faint at heart. You do.
Yes.
It's wonderful here. I'll tell you, I wouldn't leave Ghana for anything. They might go tie me up and show me on the plane to get me out. But it's not for the faint at heart. If you're weak and if you're too emotional and you're going to just give up, I mean, you may want to come and relax and really get to know the place first. So
Yes.
that's
Yes.
great advice there.
And thank you, Jackie. And one of the things that I say when persons reach out, and if I have a client and we're building a relationship, I say, I
Yeah.
know based on what you request of me, right? What
Mm-hmm.
my responsibility is to you
Yes.
in serving you. And that is where for
Yes.
some of you guys, so you can't come here now. Yes?
No.
And it is not for you. You can still achieve what it is you may want to
Absolutely.
hear in terms of investment as long as you get that person. I refer to myself, in other words, I will manage your affairs. That is where you
Exactly.
develop and you will see if that person is credible by the action they
Yes.
take based on what they say. And so if you find that partnership, it is a wonderful thing until you can actually come here. That is what we
Yes.
have happening, in many other groups, right?
Absolutely.
And that is also doable. But we have to move away, right? If you're running, run with your ching ching ching, and you know what
Yes.
it is. But if it is
Absolutely.
not there, do not think you're going to be able to make it in CDs just like that
No.
at all.
No.
Right? Please don't.
No.
And so anywhere,
No.
and we have a prime example in some of the spaces down in Central Region. It's not that people don't want to build, but things happen. Right? Things
Exactly.
happen. And the money
Things
is
happen.
not there. And they're in the West
Exactly.
as it is right here now. Or something, Jackie? Whatever happened, I can't do it right now. Okay? But
That's
at
it.
least
Yeah.
they're there because $1 can be 10, 11, or 12 CDs. That's the power
Absolutely.
of the US dollar. The Canadian dollar likewise and the pound sterling likewise. Right? It's only people
Exactly.
like myself who come in straight from Jamaica. One Jamaican dollar don't have any value here.
Nothing.
Right?
Absolutely
So
nothing.
running back to
Six
Jamaica.
cents.
Running back to Jamaica when you take up everything. Hello. That is when you have to say war 21,
You're
which
going to
is the
run one
assignment.
way.
Right?
One way you're gonna run.
And
You're not
so
going to run back.
right? So seriously, the persons coming
Yeah.
from the West, if you are able to go back a couple of months and come back,
Yeah.
you will get there because Ghana
Exactly.
is going nowhere.
Exactly.
And we welcome you. There is no
Yes.
shame in saying, boy, I have to go back for a couple of months, right?
Right.
As I said to you, and I got when after I said this again, I'm not going to say it again.
Yes.
I don't like it if I hear and know of these things
Hmm.
that people are going through because you really thought it was a 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, no, it's
Okay?
not. It's not. You're moving
You
to
know
another
you know
continent.
your dollar.
That's huge. That is huge. Don't take it lightly like it's just a walk in the park. It's not. But people like Diane and myself are here to help you to walk more softly. We don't want you to be traveling that rocky road. We've I always say I've been through the trenches. Diane have been through the trenches. We've walked the tough walk, to try to assist those who are coming to make their walk, a little easier. But you also have to be flexible and understand everything is not.
Jackie frozen, guys. We are still live and she's frozen. So I don't know if it's her internet chipping out. Or did YouTube tell us to take a break? Jackie, you're frozen. See, she gone.
I'm back,
Okay, continue. Roll with it. Yeah,
break.
that's interesting. Continue, Jackie. So your train of
I'm
thought is
going to
not lost,
change this.
please. So your train of thought is not
Yes.
lost. Yeah. Mhm.
Yes. Yeah. So yeah, I was saying that we, you and I want to assist as much as possible. To make it a lot easier. But again, we go back to one of our previous lives where the trust factor comes into play. So is to trust or not to trust, that is the question. You know. And you can expand on that if you would like, Diane.
Well, all I will say on that, I trust until proven otherwise. And I'm saying the ball is in your court.
Yes.
When you come up on a dynast, I tell you exactly A, B, C, D, E. You may have spoken
Absolutely.
to a Paul, a Michelle, a Abdullah, whatever, and it's totally contrary. No problem. No problem.
Right.
But I am not going to defer from giving you
Right.
straight. You may not like it, but I'm going to tell you what
But
it
it's the
is.
truth.
Somebody may say
Yes,
to
the
you,
truth.
it's 10 US. I'm going to tell you, oh, where you may not want. So again, with the trusting, we are grown.
Yeah.
I leave it down to you. I talk about
Exactly.
accountability, and I'm saying
Exactly.
once you do what you say. So if
Yes.
those are the measures, and that's not good enough, I'm not. It has to be fluid. You must want
Yes.
to. You must want me to serve you.
Yes.
You must want to
Exactly.
engage me. We're not going through a root canal here.
Right.
So Dan S is not going to devalue anyone else. I am telling you the steps I have walked, and this is where I'm at. And the
Right.
final step that I was aiming for was obtaining my citizenship, which I did in November
Mm-hmm.
2024. I
Right.
also wanted to start, have my little business name. That was done. I have walked you through that. I told you about that. I also
Exactly.
wanted to get my Ghana passport. I've done that. I have content. What is Diane
Right.
doing? Diane is proving her
Right.
talk and her walk.
Right.
And I went through those stages. Diane S. don't have no give nobody our documents to the A, B, C, D, E. I am in my process. So I can tell you exactly how to go step one, step two, to get you to where I am at, which is a citizen of Ghana and can assist you in other areas.
Right.
The ball is in your court. Jackie, 1 second before you go. I see something on the comments
Um.
here. Can you read some of those for me, please? We have 4 persons on and they have said, one said, what
Oh,
this is a
it was a person that had asked a question regarding the barrel. She just said, "Thank you. I look forward to meeting you." Rashmela,
yeah, but
thank
there are
you
some
as
others
well.
writing some stuff. Read out what these few little people write on this, madam. One said what? This is a good. Could you please read what the statements are with the few
Oh.
little people on so I can acknowledge them, please? I'm
Um.
squinting my
No, there.
eyes. 1 second, enjoy your show. Who is the name so I can thank them, please? Can you see that?
Uh. It's the same. It's Rashmela.
Miss
Rashmela.
Rashmela, thank you so much. There is the
Yes.
same one commenting. Thank
Yes.
you.
Yes. It's the same person commenting.
Yes, and we look forward to meeting too.
Yes, Rashmela. Yes.
Rashmela is the
One.
name. Okay. Yes,
Yes,
Jackie.
Rushmela 5275. Thank you. One thing I wanted to say to Diane, the fact that you have gone through,
Yes,
all of those processes shows your commitment to being here on the ground in Ghana. And
true.
that
Thank
is
you.
important. It wasn't purely symbolic for you to get that Ghanaian citizenship. For a lot, I feel it was very symbolic. But for you, it's to fully establish yourself here in Ghana as a Ghanaian citizen, who is on the ground, ready to assist. Unfortunately for me, I was not here at the time, but hopefully I will be starting that process as well. You know. Oh, I'm not.
Jackie, don't worry about that. I got you. I got you. So don't
Oh
worry
no,
about that.
I'm
We're
very
good.
good.
You know what I mean? You know.
Very, very, very good.
Yeah. Yeah.
So Yes.
Anything else you're touching on that,
Yeah,
Jackie?
so we're going to let me get back to another thing. Um, in regards to what you shouldn't do in coming here. Um, don't pack a lot of food that you're not going to eat when you get here. Listen, Diane, I sent over so much seasoning and I still have them. I've been here going on 3 years. Like literally. Because your appetite is going to change a lot. We were talking about it earlier. Your appetite is going to change. Your way of eating is going to change so much. Like you're really wasting a lot by we think we're going to need the garlic powder and the onion powder and the teriyaki sauce and and the sweet Thai chili sauce and all of these things. Listen, just please don't make
Bring
the
some
mistake
cheese
I
crunchies
made.
from you. I buy you cheese crunchies. Some chippies, banana chips and cheese crunchies. Bring that for
Yes,
Diane and I buy them from you. Please.
yes,
And the little
so
only HTV bun. I'll buy
yeah,
them.
those are some of the things that I feel like are a bit. I went a bit over the top on. Everybody's not like me, but I'm just telling you the mistakes that I made. Like I'm just looking around like. Okay, why? A lot of them will cake up. The humidity here is serious, guys. Like the
Oh,
humidity is really serious. I used to always, when I used to go to Jamaica, after my parents moved back home, and I used to look in my mom's closet, and all of the insoles in our shoes are lifting up, and all of the bags are like the paint is peeling off, and those little things. I used to wonder, like, I wonder why this is happening. I didn't realize because they live near the sea, and the humidity
yeah.
totally destroys your stuff. The best thing here is cotton. The best thing for Ghana is cotton and things that just will not absorb moisture because they're going to be
So
destroyed.
true.
Yeah,
So true.
they're going to be totally destroyed. So prepare, go online, do some research about living in tropical climates because this is as tropical as it gets. So and again, those are some of the things that I did not take into account. Like really, commonly, you're not going to think of those things until you come here and
Yeah.
you're like, oh, okay, you know. And then now it's kind of too late. You have a bunch of useless things, basically, and that you probably spent a lot of money. Like, oh, I want to buy this. I need to carry this. Let me get a little of this, and it comes and it just sits and eventually end up either giving it away or you throwing it away because it's now of absolutely no use to you.
Correct.
So I just want to dish out some of those things. Another thing I want to warn people about when you come to Ghana. If you are looking to purchase a motor vehicle, buyer beware. Please, please be very, 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 very aware. I've heard so many nightmare stories about vehicle purchases here in Ghana, Diane.
Mm.
Um, oh, and again, people, if I'm telling you this, it is because me personally, Jackie, I have lived it. I have
Wow.
lived it.
Yeah.
I have lived it. I have lived it. I mean, I can't even go into that part enough. But
Oh
please,
Lord.
please, please, please be very, very aware. If I was going to tell you to spend money shipping something from the US, I would say spend it shipping your good vehicle. Spend it
And
buying
then
a
that's a
good.
lot of money to carry that, Jackie.
It
When they
is, but
take care of the
if you
vehicle.
have $20,000 to spend it shipping a good vehicle. Don't spend it shipping things that you have been married to, and preferably a 4x4 vehicle because some of the roads are not rough. As you know, Ghana is an emerging market. It is a developing country, so there are going to be challenges with the roads and infrastructure challenges. So I beg, as I say in Ghana, I beg, please, if, beware, be very aware, you know, be aware. And if not, ask for help in that department. Honestly, ask someone for help in finding a good vehicle. You can go on many YouTuber channels. I've seen quite a few, and the consensus is the same. The vehicles and the workmanship of the um, mechanics are something to be desired. there's there's something to be desired. There are good ones, but it's very difficult to find. So those are some of the things, that I have to say. I don't really have much more to say on that. Um, I'm sorry, I was looking at some of the comments. Okay. I don't really have much more to say on that part there, Diane. Would you like to
We
add
have 5 more
anything that you have
minutes. We have five
experienced?
more minutes. Anything else you want to touch on? We have 5 more minutes and we end the live. Anything else?
In the beginning, you were talking about the tour. I too am really excited about that.
Oh yeah.
You know, I think it's going to be really, really wonderful. There's so many beautiful places.
Exactly. You know my thing.
Um,
You know my thing is detail, and for them coming in Central Region,
yes.
I'll drop it on you, Jackie, because
Oh, yes.
already like I'm a very militant. So when you have to
Yes.
deal with the Central Region and Cape Coast when I go there, timing is in something for me. I don't want to hear nothing.
Exactly.
You know
No,
that, Jackie,
listen,
and you
don't
can't
worry
handle my
because
pressure, right? It's
Diane,
when they come for the first time, it was to
yeah.
blow their mind away.
Absolutely. You will be mind blown, believe me. And don't worry, very soon on my channel, people I'm getting it, okay? So very soon I'll be featuring some of the beautiful places in Cape Coast. Of course, I won't exactly say which one until
No.
Diane reveals that information. But I will
When
be
we're doing
featuring
what we
some
are
of the
doing,
really
when
beautiful
when we
places
get to
in
a point,
in Central Region, so
itinerary.
you guys can get a little glimpse into what Ghana has to offer. Because guys, let me tell you something. There are some beautiful places here. It's just that when you're driving on the main road, you're not going to see it. I'll call them hidden gems. Hidden gems, and you have to kind of go a little bit off. But when you get there, you're totally mind blown.
You
Absolutely,
see my
you know,
thing, Jackie?
huh?
I'll give a little teaser with what I want to bring
Okay,
on my tour. You see my thing? Guys, you're on a tour, but we may make a little one stop. We may make a
right,
little one stop on the roadside.
exactly.
Let me leave it like that. Yeah?
Uh-huh.
You're back home and say, yeah, you got like
Yes,
a country road, or you had a little road trip.
exactly.
Yeah?
Yes,
I'll leave it like that. I leave it
exactly.
like,
It's
stay tuned for the
organized, but it
time.
could be a bit organic as well.
Thank you.
You know?
That's the word.
Yes.
That's what we're doing, guys. Yeah?
Yes.
Fun.
Yeah. And
We
and
have
that's what makes it
entertainment.
fun. The little impromptu stops where you're going to see something that was totally unplanned, but hey, we're here, so let's do this. That's what's going to make it fun. So me too. I'm definitely looking forward to it, Diane. Definitely
Oh
looking
yes.
forward to it.
Oh
And
Jackie.
I'm pretty
I'm
sure.
gonna breathe. The pause, Jackie. You to tell Jackie to take a break, guys. Yeah. Don't do anything. Let's see if it comes back if they put you on a break. Because we're winding down, guys. Yes, I see you, Jackie, but you're frozen. No, not on the live. Do not disappear. Your mouth open, but you're frozen. I'm just waiting for you to come back in and then we close it because I'm still on live, guys. Guys, see Jackie gone. Let me see if she come back. She gone from the screen. Let's see if she come back. Waiting to see if she comes back. Waiting to see if she comes back on the screen. Is she back, coming back? I think Jackie's internet went, guys. Jackie's internet went. Guys, I'm going to close off here. I mean, we got a good stretch this time, but again, network thing going on. And so just stay tuned for when I upload the flyer on our tours. I hope you enjoyed this land. Again, Jamaicans, you're resilient, thinking of you. Please like, share, subscribe this live. Take care. Walk good. Until the next one. Merasi. God bless.